Today I'm here with Christophe in Kigali, Rwanda. Many of you probably never had the opportunity to travel to Rwanda. And I thought I'd ask him a few questions that I'd love for him to respond to you. The first question is that, Christophe, right now you're working in the world of reconciliation, the Ministry of Reconciliation. Let us know a little bit about how that started, how you became engaged in that.
Thank you. I became engaged in this work of reconciliation actually after what I had experienced, because I was born in east of Congo, and through the circumstances of around the genocide, I had to lose my two brothers and my father in east of Congo. And afterwards, I was full of anger and pain and hatred. At the point I want to revenge myself. And as a young guy, I was looking at an opportunity to revenge myself. But through those circumstances, I came to meet the Lord and I became saved. And then suddenly God changed my heart from the revenge spirit to the peacemaker spirit. That's how actually I come up with the vision of CARSA and the vision of trauma healing, forgiveness and reconciliation, what I'm doing right now in Rwanda.
No, that's powerful. That's great. You know, and looking at something like this right now, that what kind of hope do you have for the future of your nation? You've experienced a lot of pain, a lot of suffering, a lot of damage over the years.
My hope actually is based on what I've seen God doing for the 20 past years so far. And I believe this change will coming from inside out. Is as Rwandan leaders, as Rwandan people called by God, who will be able walking with God and used by God to bring the change. That's my hope. My hope is based on what God has doing, what is God is doing right now, and using the local people, and the change will be from inside out change, not outside inside.
So as you think about it, the using of local people, that you know, we know from this side, sitting over here in the United States, that many times there's been a lot of money, you know, millions and billions of dollars that have flowed into places like Africa. And from our perspective, we've seen very little change. But what are you expecting right now?
I think, first of all, I would thank the people from US or Europe, all Western people, how they have been so generous to help Rwanda and other African generally to get out of their problems. But I believe this is a unique time in history where this way of walking and only giving money in Africa has to change. I think not money will change Africa, but the people of God will change Africa. Therefore, I think that the hope and the change has to come from the relationship between the Western and African, the way they work together. They have to come not with a bank of solution, package of solution and money, but coming with humility and ready to work with the local people, because God has given the local people the vision to be able to change their communities. So it's not a change coming from outside inside. As I've said, it's inside out, but we need partnership, which is based on interdependency. We have to live as African, our dependency, and then the Western people have to live out of their independence, and we can work together towards interdependency. That's where actually the real change will coming from.
You know, I love that kind of a vision. I love that kind of a relational approach. You've worked with me. You've worked with Breakthrough Partners now for more than 6 years. What might differentiate Breakthrough Partners from other organizations and groups with whom you've worked?
I think what makes Breakthrough Partners different from other few organizations or group of people I have known from Europe or US is actually that what I've said early, Breakthrough Partners and you in person, you've understood it. You don't come in Africa with a package of solution. You don't come with a bag of money, but you come with a heart of humility and willing to listen and to learn from the people of Africa. That's what makes you different. That's what makes Breakthrough Partners different. It's because you want to come to support, walk alongside us, coaching, mentoring, and helping us actually to do what God has calling us to do, because you don't come to replace us and do what God has calling us to do, but you come as actually to support and walk alongside us to be partner together and to be the kingdom of God by working together as brothers and sisters with respect and dignity. That's what makes Breakthrough Partners different.
You know, and I'm convinced as well, as I've watched you, that they're truly leaders, God-anointed leaders in Africa, like you in Rwanda. And it's on your backs, it's with your leadership that God is going to bring the change from the inside out that will be sustainable for generations into the future. And so it's really our privilege to be able to work with you, and I want to thank you for that.
Thank you very much. I appreciate that too, and you are welcome.